Greetings, royal family. Let me just say something. I'm a little bit perturbed, to say the least. Okay. I hope y'all are all right. Pardon my attitude, but I got something to say about this. Now, let me just say this. I am a lover of music and mostly all things entertaining, but I very few people that I go up for, or I fan out for, or I'm a fanatic for. But let me tell you something. I'm trying not to clap. Let me tell you something. Nippy Houston. Okay? That's what I call a Nippy, because that's my girl, my fellow Jersey girl. Whitney Houston is someone that I have looked up to from the time I was a little peasy head princess, and now I'm a queen. I digress. Let me tell y'all better leave Nippy's legacy alone. This got me hot under my trousers, okay? Hot. I was minding my business, putting icing on my toaster strudel, because I'm fancy, and I'm looking at the internet, seeing what's going on, looking at Twitter, and I see a CNN article that is basically saying Whitney is going on tour. So I'm like, these people are always posting foolishness. How Whitney going on tour? She went up to the upper room 7 years ago, going on 8. How is this? This doesn't make any sense. I read further, and again, this is a CNN article. The New York Times.com. So I read further, and I see that the devil herself, okay, Pat Houston, is behind all of this new tour, supposed to be releasing new music. Whitney's gonna be turned into a hologram. Listen, when y'all did it with Michael Jackson, I was ticked off. Y'all not gonna do this to Nippy. Not Nippy. Okay? Again, pardon my anger. I know I'm a little bit loud, but Whitney means a lot to me. Whitney means a lot to me. So I'm going to try to get through this video as best as I can, royal family. Again, I hope your day's going great. Happy Tuesday. But yeah, feel my pain. So the head of Whitney's estate, the CEO of Whitney's estate, if you don't know, is Pat. My horns are always showing Houston. Okay? She is the CEO of Whitney's estate. And as I read further, she linked up with this company. I can't even think straight. I don't even know what type of company it is. Like a publishing company or whatever they are, promoting company, whatever they are. And I think their name is Base or something like that. Base, you better watch it back, okay? Pat Houston signed over 50% of Whitney's royalties, anything having to do with Whitney's merchandising, anything that has to do with Whitney's music, anything associated with Whitney Houston in movies, as well as her name, anything attached to her name, and her, like I said, her royalties, her music. And she struck up this deal with this publishing company or whoever they are to release new music. How you gonna release new music if Nippy ain't here no more? How you gonna release new music? Whitney's hologram is supposed to be going on tour. Pat Houston gave a statement stating that, it's been 7 years and the family has, still grieving, had a hard time. And one thing that Whitney loved the most, aside from her family, is her fans, because she looked at her fans as extended family. You're darn right. That's Auntie Nippy. That's my Auntie Nippy. And I'm telling you, I'm not excited about this in not one bit. They say the devil works hard, but it seems to me that Pat Houston, you working harder than the devil, honey. What makes you think, right, that we want to see Whitney in holographic form? Why do you think that we want to see that? Why do you think that we want to hear new music and Whitney is not going to be here in the flesh to perform this new music? Where are you getting this new music from? Let me tell you something. In all seriousness, today is Biggie's birthday. Shout out to B.I.G. And one of his songs, You're Nobody Till Somebody Kills You. And I'm not saying that anybody killed Whitney. And we don't know exactly what happened. We know it's been reported to us. But I will say this. For the love of all things nippy, can you please let this woman rest in peace? It's like everything surrounding her death is already questionable and sketchy. Pat Houston, you do not have a popular reputation. You come across as very shady. Bobby Brown's sister has done countless videos on social media stating that you never liked Whitney Houston and you were stealing from her, robbing her. I find it so interesting that Pat Houston, among other people, Pat Houston had so much love for Whitney, but you were not instrumental in getting her any sort of help for her drug addiction or any of her emotional issues or psychological issues. You weren't instrumental in that. And granted, I know that Whitney Houston is an adult. She was an adult, so she can make the choice to do whatever it is she wants, live her life the way she wants. I just feel like this is extremely offended. Like, I'm so offended because you guys don't know, but I have my love for Whitney Houston is crazy. Like, you would think that I know her personally, but no. Just no. Please leave her legacy alone. Pat, honestly, I don't know you personally. Obviously, I don't know her. None of us do. We don't know what went on behind the scenes. I mean, everybody can't tell the same lies, so they say, right? But this just seems so sketchy. Leave Whitney Houston alone. We don't want to see her in holographic form. I just think that this is all bad. I hope that the longtime ride or die fans for Nippy speak up and say something, but I don't know. If the deal is already done, the deal is already signed. Going on tour, they're doing the same thing with Amy Winehouse. I was reading Amy Winehouse, she died at the young age of 27. And she had unreleased music, and they're trying to do a hologram of her as well and take her on tour. This is so bad. Like, my God, people are that greedy and hungry for money. Pat Houston, you can say whatever you want, but you never cared about Whitney's fans. I don't get that from you. I could be totally wrong. If you think I'm wrong, get down in the comments and debate with me. Let me know. But if you're a ride or die Nippy fan, tell me what you think about the fact that 50% of her estate has been signed over so that this hologram can be created and this world tour. What? Can she finally have some peace, Pat? Please. And of course, you are the CEO of her estate. So all of this money, we already know it's going to go to you. Listen, some of you may be wondering, where the heck is Sissy Houston in all of this? Sissy Houston is somewhere sedated, sitting quietly in a corner probably, because you don't see too much of her. And the last couple of times that I see Sissy Houston, which is Whitney Houston's mother, she seemed like she didn't even know really where she was. And it just screams shady. It all screams shady. So I say all that to say, leave Nippy alone. Leave her alone, okay? And Pat, what's done in the dark is always going to come to light. So if you're being greedy and money hungry and you thinking that this is going to work in your favor and your family's favor, you better be careful. Because you better be careful what you do to Nippy, because it might turn around on you. And you have a daughter, Pat Houston. So anything that's supposed to come to you could bypass you. And unfortunately, your daughter could end up collateral damage. Nippy's brother, who Pat is married to, we don't even see him in the media. Leave Nippy alone. We need to chant this. Leave Nippy alone. I am not here for this. If you want to expose her younger people to her music, they can go on YouTube, type in Whitney Houston. They can see all of these live performances. They can listen to all of her music. Hologram, going on tour, that's just weird. That's just weird. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm out because I'm pissed off about this. No, for real. Until next time, Royal Family, peace.